Hello and welcome by the team of USU-Soft. We are developing specialized software. We bring to your attention a new generation program for automation of fitness clubs, gyms, children's centers, and any other sports organization. With us you can organize the order, establish full control over all stages of work, increase the number of satisfied customers, keep up to date using the latest technology, and, as a result of all of the above, significantly increase the income of your organization. The program is launched from a shortcut on the desktop. The login window appears. Each user can work under separate login, which is password protected. Also, each employee can have individual access rights, so that they see only the information that falls within their area of authority. Separate privileges are configured for the administrator of the center and the head of the organization. We will log in under the role main to see all the functionality. We have developed many beautiful designs, so that you get even more pleasure from working in our modern software. You can choose your favorite design from the list. Please note that in our software you can work on a local network as well as manage a whole network of branches via the internet. At the same time, it is possible to place your logo in the center of the main window to create a single corporate style. Another important fact: our software can be used in any country in the world, in any language. If necessary, we will help you translate it into the desired language. The main window of the program shows the schedule of classes. Any specified period can be displayed. The USU-Soft is very flexible and is used in various organizations that can provide a variety of services. For example, we added 3 rooms: a swimming pool, a group training room, and a gym. They can be any number of premises. You can mark in the program individual and group classes. You can even work in the mode where the number of visits from the client is unlimited. In case of group classes, if it's known in advance who will teach the session, the name of the employee can be indicated. Customers, if desired, can be divided into groups. Near the start of the lesson, the number of people recorded and arrived is displayed. The program helps the administrator in every way. If the activity is highlighted in red, then the administrator needs to pay attention to it. It consists of clients with whom it's necessary to carry out certain work. For example, they may be due for the payment, or the purchased subscription will soon end. If a person has not come, there is an opportunity to note it. Moreover, this absenteeism can be counted or not counted towards the number of lessons, if there is a good reason. Certain activities may include a note. For example, to mark the recruitment of a new group. Now, let's see how to work with the client in the program. To do this, we need a menu that's on the left. To get a new subscription, let's go to the module of the same name. A list of already registered subscriptions opens. In this list, we can see who goes to what classes, which employee is engaged, how many classes are left, and what payments are still due. Depending on the status, the subscription can be highlighted in different colors when it is opened, closed, frozen, or not fully paid for. To add a new subscription, click on the Add command. from the context menu called with the right mouse button. In the window that opens, first of all, we select a person from a single database of our customers. We can work with individuals and corporate clients, that is, with employees of various organizations. Also, note that you can divide your customers into categories: regular clients, problem clients, VIP clients, etc. If the client has already attended classes with us earlier, they do not need to be added a second time. We search by surname or phone number, just write the first letters. If the client is not found, then we can safely add a new one. At the same time, we indicate the necessary personal and contact details. We can also add a photo of a client, for example, capturing an image directly from a web camera. This is convenient, and also in the future it will be possible to verify that there was no transfer of the club card to another person. When the desired client is found or added, press the Select button so that the name is entered in the registered subscription. After this, indicate the type of subscription purchased, for example, 12 lessons. If your clients receive a club card, you can mark the number of the issued card. It is possible to enter additional information, for example, employee, group name, starting time of the class, etc. That's all. The subscription is issued as quickly as possible. But this is not all the benefits. Our program also allows you to plan the occupancy of premises on time, so that it would be comfortable for customers to deal with the capacity of the premises, and your organization could use its rooms as rational resources. Let's see how this is done. Group lessons purchased through a subscription can be easily distributed by a special action. The program, at the same time, shows all suitable classes, taking into account the chosen course. Now, we see that the chosen course is conducted at different times and among different employees. If we selected a specific employee during the subscription, then now only their classes would be shown. And if the client doesn't care who and at what time conducts the lesson, then the administrator decides where to record the client based on the availability. According to the subscription, 12 lessons are acquired. For clarity, now in the schedule, all available classes of the selected course are circled in black, namely the time selected by the client is highlighted in green. If the client needs to be transferred to another time on a specific day, or immediately on all days, this is done easily with a couple of clicks. So we have planned classes. All that remains is to click the Save button. Organizations in which a client can come at any convenient time don't need to distribute a subscription, as they use the club principle of work, which is also supported by our program. Payments are kept for each subscription. The client may first deposit only part of the amount, and the program will remember the existing debt. The administrator can print a receipt which will not only confirm the fact of receiving an advance payment, but will also remind the client about the days of the classes, if they were planned. Also, if necessary, the program can automatically generate any other required document, for example, a contract for the provision of services. This is customizable. And in the future, if desired, the client can ask for a printed extract on the attended and missed classes. Our program supports different modes of operation, with or without club cards. If the traffic in your center is large, it's better to use cards to increase the speed of working with clients. Cards can be ordered at the printing center or even printed by your own with the special equipment. There are different types of cards, most often used cards with barcodes. When the club card is scanned, data about the client and the purchase subscription will be displayed. Problem moments are highlighted in red, immediately visible. Have the classes on the subscription or the period of its validity ended? If it's the last lesson, the program shows that you need to renew. It can be seen whether a person came in due time, if, for example, it's evening and a daily subscription was purchased. The debt is calculated and shown. The photograph displayed immediately shows whether there was a transfer of the card to another person, etc. With all this information, it's very easy for an administrator to decide whether to allow a client to attend classes. If the client has passed, they appear in the list of those who are now in the hall. Thus, the time of arrival of each client is controlled. For any person who came, you can later display all the information, or even go to their subscription to pay off debt or extend it. Our automation program includes full stock accounting. You can sell or give out any product for free. You can give out something for free that the client will then have to return. For example, the keys to the locker. You can deliver products to a specific customer very quickly, simply by going to the Product tab. Now, until the client returns what was transferred to them, they will be highlighted in red. The return itself is marked in the program with one click. The product can also be sold in the store mode, if available at your center. Goods can be divided into categories, come to various warehouses, and you will always see actual balances in real time. The USU-Soft uses the most advanced technologies. You will be able to notify your customers about various promotions or discounts using as many as 4 types of modern mailings: email, text notifications, Viber, and voice calling. Yes, you heard it right. Our program will even be able to call the right customers, introducing itself on behalf of your organization, and report any important information. It will be possible to send both bulk messages and single messages. For example, wishing certain customers a happy birthday. Our program is perfect for both small organizations and large centers that have sales managers among their employees. Our software is implemented on the principle of CRM, a system of customers accounting and relationships. Your organization will even be able to mark all preliminary contacts and the results of negotiations with potential customers. The effectiveness of each sales manager can be analyzed by a special report called conversion. In it, you will see how many people who applied sign up for classes and how many refused. The sources from which the new customers found out about you will be immediately displayed, and also noted the reason for rejection. If a potential client is not ready to immediately give an answer whether they will use your services, managers will be able to add tasks for calling for the future period. Your employees will have the opportunity to make a work plan for themselves. Tasks can be added not only to yourself but also to others. This can be used by the head of the organization. For what is said is simply in words is easily forgotten or passed by. When the work is scheduled, it will no longer be possible to loosen or tighten with execution with impunity. Such a thorough approach to work is very productive and convenient. For employees, because they will not forget anything. For leadership, who can easily control any task. And even for new staff, everything will be specifically colored, what has already been done for each client and what else is planned to be done. And now we have reached the most interesting part. Let's see the reporting. Our program is the leader in management accounting. This is what every director of any organization needs like air. You will not find such a quantity of useful analytics anywhere else. It is with the help of analytical reports that you can easily identify the weaknesses of your business and improve them. The faster you do this, the faster you will eliminate all possible financial leaks. With the help of our program, any leader, even without special education, will easily become the best manager. Analysis always starts with customers. Each client is your source of funds. The more carefully you work with your clients, the more you will get in return from them, in the form of financial resources. So, let's get started. The fact that your center is developing well will be shown in the report on the growth of the client base. If the growth is poor, analyze the marketing report. It will display where customers more often find out about you. Do not spend money on ineffective advertising methods. In addition to attracting new customers, do not lose the old ones. Watch those that came and then disappeared. It's not always the fact that the client simply moved to another city. Maybe they have been spending money with your competitors for a long time. You can call the disappeared customers and find out if they left or are simply temporarily absent. You will be able to see your negative dynamics in the total number of departed customers in the context of each month of work. And noting the reason for leaving, you can understand the weaknesses of your organization. Maybe it's a price, or a service, or something else. A special report on customer activity will show how actively they are using your services. You will be able to see the number of unique customers for both the current and previous periods. To distribute the load correctly, you will get the opportunity to see which hours and days of the week have the maximum number of visits. And in order to understand the current purchasing power, you can generate a report average check. But in any mass of ordinary customers, there are those who stand out from the crowd, who are willing to spend more, but also require increased attention to themselves. You can easily identify these most promising customers by creating a rating report. At the top of the rating will be those who spend the most money on you, and the lower the rating, the less interested the customers are. In addition to everything, you will be able, if necessary, create a register of debtors. This is very convenient. All customers who have not made the payment are collected in one place. If you have a network of branches, you will be able to analyze both by branch and by city to see where exactly do you get the most income. For each branch, it will be possible to look not only at a comparative description with other departments, but also analyze the dynamics of its development over time. A special report will show you a list of those who have signed up but are not attending the classes. It's also possible to make a selection for those who ignore other types of activities that are held in your center. And this is a great opportunity to significantly increase your sales. If you just offer customers to go to complementary disciplines. Luring people there is easy. Just make a discount while enrolling in the second year. Moreover, any discount provided can be controlled in a special report. The next feature is especially important if you have offers for both middle class and expensive premium services. In what price segment the services are most often bought? You can see it in the report segments. This analytics will help you identify those prices that are simply unbearable for your customers. The bonus system can serve as a good help for the loyalty of your customers. If customers receive bonuses that they can then spend, this will in fact secretly encourage them to spend even more in your center. The second most important thing is staff analysis. No matter how well you work with people as an organization, it's the employee who performs the most important work. The first sign of a good specialist is the benefit that they bring to the company, calculated in monetary terms. If the employee's salary is not fixed, but piece rate, the program will easily calculate it automatically. To do this, you can simply set the wage individually for each specialist. It's even possible to fine-tune salaries for different types of services provided. If you have not only services but also sales of goods, it will be possible to analyze the work of each seller. The activity of conducting classes over time can be seen in the report Scope of Work, and how exactly the loads are distributed among the employees will be shown in the distribution report. The most important task for each employee remains, of course, working on their own reputation. And best of all, it can be traced using customer behavior. When a client after the first visit continues to go to the same specialist, it's called customer retention. Also, the program can display the dynamics of visits. In this comparative report, you will see the number of visitors in the context of each month, both for a specific employee and in comparison with other employees. Please note that all reports will be generated with your logo and details. And all analytics can be built for any period of time. This means that you can easily analyze one day, a week, a month, or even a whole year. This is especially useful for the most important thing that every organization should do: financial analysis. Money needs a count, and every organization needs to count it. At the beginning of the video, we performed the usual work with the client. We recorded them and marked their arrival to the lesson. And this was already enough to form many different financial statements. The main one is the payment report. Using it in real time, you can view balances at any cash desk and bank account, see the total turnover on the income and expenditure of funds. If necessary, check the balances with a detailed statement. If you have a network of departments, you can see all the branches at once, but each branch will only see its own finances. The received funds can be analyzed in the context of the services provided. The report will show how many times and what services were sold, how much money did you earn from them. Total amounts will be displayed for each service group. If you bought special equipment or hired additional workers to provide a certain group of services, you will easily understand how much your investment pays off. Moreover, you will even get the opportunity to control the development of any area of your activity. In each direction, dynamics in time will be presented for you. In our program, you can also take into account your expenses. Then you will have better control over them. It will be possible to see the total amount for each cost item, and even in the context of each month of work, so that it's easy to track the dynamics. Please note that each report is accompanied by various graphs and charts. This is for greater clarity. Sometimes it's enough just to take a quick look at the desired report in order to accurately understand the situation in your company. For example, here the green line shows the income and the red line shows the expense. Profit for each month of your hard work is also automatically calculated, which, with the introduction of our program, will certainly become greater. In addition to financial accounting, the accounting of goods is also a considerable problem. Let's see how you can also keep this issue under control with the help of a special group of reports in our program. The base report will show the remains of the product at any date. Moreover, for any unit, warehouse, or just an accountable person. You can also see in monetary terms where is the product and in what amount. It is possible to display sales for any period, both for each position and for entire groups and subgroups. You can see the stale goods that are not being sold. The program may remind you in a separate registry that the product ends, so that you do not lose money, for example, if some popular product unexpectedly ends. Moreover, you can even note that customers asked for some product you do not have. If it's often asked, you can purchase and earn extra on the identified demand. And what is often returned is a dubious product, which is also easy to identify by analyzing returns. The rating report will compile a list of those products on which you make the most money, and the report popularity will show the positions that are in greatest demand. And if these same products are not in the rating, and you do not earn the most from them, then you will already understand that there is an opportunity to increase the price of this popular product in order to transfer the amount to additional income. In order not to spend too much on procurement, analyze the supply of goods. See when, at what price, and what exactly was purchased. And the apogee of working with the goods is a computer forecast. Our intelligent system, given the average speed of goods being sold, can even calculate for each product for how many days of stable, uninterrupted operation it will be enough. The video is far from short, but we have now shown only a small part of all the possibilities available in the system. This is a set of functions that will start working for you right from the first day of using our program. But besides this, for the most advanced organizations that want to be ahead of their competitors, we still have additional exclusive offers that will shock your customers. You, without jokes, will directly hear from them, "Wow!" For example, the telephone rings at the administrator. At this moment, while the call is still on, the calling customer card may automatically appear. It will look incredibly impressive when you, picking up the phone, can immediately contact the client by name. Say, "Hello, dear John Smith." The client will think, "Wow, I was with them a long time ago, but they remember me. I have a special account with them. This is a service." Such a function will increase the loyalty, that is, the loyalty of your customers, and increase your sales even more. But that's not all. In addition to the client's name, other useful information may be displayed in a pop-up card during the call. Does the client attend classes now? Do they have a debt? Where were they last? What are their preferences? Is it a problematic or a VIP client? Etc. That is, your registry, even if a brand new, inexperienced employee, will not spend any seconds on the search for information. And this means that your administration will have maximum performance speed. There is nothing faster. So, if the basic configuration of our program is available to all organizations, without exception, those exclusive functions are already far from affordable for everyone. So they will always remain exclusive. Only those who invest more in the business than others will receive significantly more returns than their competitors. Please note that our premium program is a full-fledged investment in your business. You can find out more detailed information on our official website USU-Soft.com or by contacting us in any way convenient for you. Call or write. Find out how we can automate your organization. USU-Soft. Manage your business correctly.